Good morning. Welcome to our NFA Studio. I'm Kristen Wagner, COO of NFA.
And I'm Reagan Wagner, CEO. We're glad you could join us today. Hey, it's September. It's National Life Insurance Awareness Month.
Yay!
So we like to talk a little bit today about insurance and the pros and cons for it. But what are your thoughts? Do you have some questions around that?
Well, why do you feel that life insurance is so important?
For a variety of reasons, but I think a lot of times folks don't understand the security that it provides. So in its just basic form, life insurance provides comfort to your loved ones during the worst time. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have a life insurance policy, that's the only check your dependents are actually going to receive during some of the most emotional time that they're going to have when they lose a loved one. Plus, it can be used to satisfy and pay off debts and mortgage. There's things like be your own bank, all of those things that you can do, all with a correctly structured life insurance contract.
That's right. And I feel like a lot of times people have misconceptions about life insurance because they have this negative thought when they think of life insurance. What are some of those misconceptions?
Yeah, I think the first one is, wow, it's too much. It's going to cost too much. And I think what folks don't realize is that it can be built based on your budget. Mm-hmm. So you can do term insurance that's a monthly cost, all the way up to, as little as $10 a month, all the way up to people putting in millions of dollars a year into these contracts, depending on how it's structured. So really, it can be as affordable as you want it. It can be used as a cash reserve. It can be used just for death benefit. So I think it's all in the design, and folks really don't understand that there's a variety of methodologies to do it. Also the businesses can pay the cost. Family members can buy insurance on other family members should they have an insurable interest.
Yep.
So there's just a lot of ways to make that happen.
And one thing to remember too is the younger you are, the sooner you start, the better and more affordable it is in the long run. So, and the healthier you are, the younger you are, the best rating that you get, things like that is all into consideration of the cost.
Well, you talk to a 20-something and they don't, at 20 you think you're going to live forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but when we really look at it, sometimes that's the best time to buy insurance, isn't it?
100%.
When you're young and healthy. But when we look at health insurance, there's really kind of 5 or 6 key facts around it that are very important.
Yep.
And what do you think those are?
Well, number one, life insurance is just not for just the elderly, right? Like we just said, start young. Especially like in your income earning days, that's when it's important because you're generating a huge income coming in to the household that's protecting your family. And then if you're taken out of the picture, you need to replace that income.
Yeah, and when you think through that, can you build life insurance to where it stops at a certain age and then kind of starts to pay for itself using the dividends and interest?
Yep.
And all that's just part of a sound financial plan, right? What types of insurance are there?
So there's 2 main types, which would be like term insurance versus permanent insurance. So obviously term, it ends after a certain amount of term, 10, 20, 30 years. Permanent insurance is for life. So it's good to lock in that premium on the permanent insurance side because term, once you hit the 20-year or the 10-year, it jumps way up in price and it becomes not affordable anymore. So you basically have to cancel it at that point. Term can also be converted to permanent once affordability is there. Permanent is a little bit more expensive, but in the long run, it can build cash value and be used for other things, not just death benefit. So
it can be used as a financial resource as well.
Yeah.
How do people access the cash in an insurance contract if it's permanent?
So there's a couple different ways, but the most tax efficient way is just taking a loan against the policy because then it's tax free coming to you. But you can also pay that back as you can or as affordability is there, or not pay it back and then it just is paid back when something happens to you and pass away, and then it's paid out of the death benefit.
So if you're able to use the cash value and we're able to borrow from it, pay ourselves back, is that really make insurance too expensive for somebody to use?
No.
Is it when you're building a financial plan, do you look at it more as an asset class or as an expense, or how do you view that when you're building financial plans?
Well, so there's a couple of different ways you can look at it, but it is part of the whole it is a financial tool in your plan that you need to have. So whether it's the term insurance for protection and for the short term or permanent insurance for the long term that builds the cash value and also has some good like chronic illness riders on it, critical illness riders, things like that can protect your family as well. So there's multiple ways that you can use the life insurance tool.
Can you have both at the same time?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Now, one of the things we talk about in financial planning is they got to stay up to speed on it, and folks have to think about it. What about life insurance? Can you just set it and forget it?
So I recommend reviewing and updating your life insurance policies at least annually, if not semi-annually even, just to see where we're at in life, because things happen, life events change your life and financial situation. So you want to review that just like you do your investment accounts with your financial advisor. So if you don't have a financial advisor, reach out and we can help you obtain that life insurance. Make sure that we review all your policies and make sure you're completely insured and your family's protected.
And protected with the right type of coverage or the right combination of them, right?
Yep.
Hey, it's September. It's Life Insurance Awareness Month. We wanted you to be aware of just some of the highlights of life insurance. And if you don't have an advisor, let us know. We'll be happy to reach out.
Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you.